Welcome to ZVP's explanation of everything Marvel Rivals today. Glad you could be here to join us. If you haven't followed the channel, please subscribe. We're building our channel. It's going to be great when the game launches. We're going to be playing every day, making videos all the time talking about how great this game can be. So, to start off, let's go over what is Marvel Rivals. If you haven't heard about the game, best way we can get it to your brain is it's similar to Overwatch. It's a 6v6 hero type shooter. And in this game, what makes it unique to a lot of other games is the team up aspect, right? And so we can actually just hop right over to that here. And so there's bound to be many, many more. But for now, a couple you can see is, these characters, when they're on the team together, get unique bonuses. And we won't get into every bonus right away. I might do another video. We can go through all that at some other time. But this is just to catch you up on what's been going on in the game in general. So we got team ups, we got heroes. What's interesting is that they have straight up confirmed that there's going to be 33 heroes in the game. It was kind of speculation at first, based on the fact that they said here's a 33-day countdown, and we're going to list heroes every day. Math tells us that there's only a certain amount of characters we already know about, blah, 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 blah. Then they just straight up reaffirmed that not only is there going to be 33 heroes, they're all going to be playable on launch right away. You're not going to have to buy or save up currency or any of that garbage, so that's awesome. As far as the characters we have so far, many of the ones from launch, obviously, people know about, but recently we've had the addition of Moon Knight and Hawkeye, which were both speculated and predicted, but also great in their own right. They still give the excitement of who they are. It's not like, for me, even if I heard both of them potentially, it would be cool to see somebody nobody has predicted, but also in the grand scheme of the Marvel Universe, we love so many characters that just put more in it. That's really what we're looking for. So it's kind of a rundown of who we have in the game. Like I said, I can go through each character at some point individually if you want. I do shorts for every character as they're releasing them up till the day of launch. But if you want more in-depth review, let me know. I'll gladly go through it. I love this game, and I'm learning everything I can about it ever since I heard about it. So moving on, one of the things I want to start with, if you've missed it, was the first look at the Wakanda T'Challa map, right? So we're going to watch this video, talk about it while we're going through it, because you've probably already seen it, and I've watched it as well. I also made a post about it.
In an alternate future, Wakanda has become an interstellar superpower. Black Panther, Shuri, and other outstanding Wakandans from Royal Council of Wakanda, which works.
So what's awesome about this is right away the level of detail they put into this map design, right?
The council led the construction of Wakandan Science Academy and pursuit of cutting-edge research, including
Let's just get that in the background.
One of its most important.
Still feel like it's kind of loud for you guys. There we go. We really just want to see the overview while we're talking here. Like I said, the level of detail is insane. It's also, this is giving them another edge and angle into their creation and artistic expression that shows us that they're not just, ripping from MCU or the most popular characters. We'll talk about the skins in a minute, but this level and map design is filled with comic excellence and cinematic, scenic viewscapes at every angle. And it's beautiful, well designed. I actually, just looking at the basic layout, looks great for a hero shooter. So many angles, not too deep of angles, a lot of different pathways to take. There's elevation to deal with. This looks like the upper part of the level, possibly a spawn area. They didn't have to do all that with the outside. I'm a huge astronomy lover and fan of space and science fiction, and something like that. I mean, that's a Halo fucking disc, so it's just so cool. Black Panther, by the way, also, I can't tell. He just, this video's in high res too. Oh, there goes my video blurring for you guys. Sorry about that. But he looks like he's even better designed than he was before.
Some civilian starships must
There
check
we
in
go.
and board at the airport.
Um,
Players will be able to visit the
I mean,
lounge
like
and
the
meet
little
possible
library angle
surveillance
over
or
there you can
weapons
sit
users.
at, group with teammates, split over here. It's hard to quite tell. I think, yeah, attack is there, so spawn's probably back there. And then they have the names for every
This
area.
stage of
I like how
science
they
is a
accidentally destroy the
technological
terrain right
revolution
there.
center of
Again, they
Wakanda,
didn't have to
where
do all
science,
that with the,
especially atomic
space
weapons,
Wakanda
is used
empire,
in every aspect of
society,
humanity.
alternate
The
reality, this
ultimate question
cool
is a
technological
question of
chamber in the
integration,
middle that,
which
you
draws
know,
many heroes wishing to resolve
inevitably
the
Shuri
mystery.
and all the scientists work at.
This is a core area
The
for gameplay
Vibrani
knowledge, with
Chronovium
stage buildings
Laboratory.
and decorations full of technological
And it's pretty much
innovations.
just a couple more things
The
like this.
laboratory will
Again, great
create
shots of the
robots,
outside,
vents,
beautiful
machine
designs.
desk,
Like, fighting in this is
and
going to feel like such a treat.
instruments mined every
And then
millimeter.
this huge Black
Whereas
Panther mask in the
Wakanda
sky.
will let
That
a
is just
warrior force
awesome.
do
I don't
mining
really know what that means or
independently
what
for
that
their
is, but
nation's
I love
traditional
it.
fields.
So this was, again, if you aren't aware of the other maps in the game, again, I can make a video about what's already been known, but
This
this is about
master
new
race is
information.
decorated with
So,
traditional
here's some
patterns,
destructible
emblems,
parts of the map. Looks
ornaments,
like a lot of it's
birds,
pretty
and traditional
destructible. And
equipment in tribal
the
style.
door frame
The
was
warrior
destructible, which is
rests and
interesting.
prepare for
It
the
also
next
looks like
round.
there's a little area back there that you could theoretically like hide and then let maybe the wall regenerate and then
IGN first
sneak like
introduced more new
I was thinking
weapons
about that the
and
first time I
armor
saw
layers
this,
in the
and
update
I've
system.
also been thinking about how if they add like somebody like Kitty Pryde to the game, she can phase through walls, and destructible terrain is a factor in this game. So maybe she can regenerate walls or phase through and rebuild it. Who knows? And then that could be like a little secret area you could like go put somebody or something like that. So that was a cool little map bonus that nobody really saw coming. Um, and so again, this one we're not really going to listen to, but if you haven't watched this is a great overview of kind of the straight from the director's latest news. Man, this video is just because the light outside keeps changing. It's what happens when you live in Washington. Oh no, my custom color's wrong. Oh, here, give me a second. I'm usually pretty good at getting this back to where it needs to be. First, let's get it off my skin, and then into the background. Just being annoying as hell right now. Okay, well, we'll just get into this. I don't think it's going to bother you too much. I'll slide my over here so you don't have to see too much of that. Um, so it's interesting. They had mentioned that for Hulk specifically, he's talking about the Incredible Leap, which I played most of the beta not realizing that he can leap into aerial enemies and it stuns them if you hit them and it brings them down. And it's a whole technique. And so right here, he says that the final hero they reveal will have a team up ability with the Hulk that will be especially interesting. And most people are assuming that's got to be Wolverine with the fastball special, which is a very although technically that comes from Wolverine and Colossus, which a lot of people seem to be just forgetting and overlapping it onto Hulk. Now, it doesn't. Hulk is also Wolverine's first appearance was in a Hulk comic, so that's also why they're connected. This camera thing is really bothering me. One second here. You know what? I might just say no green screen. Screw the green screen. You can just see it. You know what? Look at my room. Bask in the glory. All right. But then I will make myself a little smaller here. All right. All right. The unstable space-time of the Mosaic timeline. Yeah, okay. And so also this is interesting little lore stuff is like Galacta. Uh she is like manipulating several specific alternate realities that have unique storylines. Some I think are very comic based, some may be original to the game. This is going to be really interesting actually. Um And so it's interesting to say the season one will begin in early January 2025. So that makes me wonder if there won't be ranked until then. I don't know if anyone specifically said that, but it also may just be that like they don't have a full battle pass worth of stuff to offer yet. So that's why season zero is probably going to be, I think he said season zero is going to be cheaper and a little bit less content, but from it's season zero pass. It's, you know, something that help you kind of just get into the game and get moving. You know, in terms of their monetization and stuff like that, like I said, drop as many skins as you want, make us, you know, want, you know, an Iron Man superior, whatever. The skins where you can make your money is totally fine as long as you're not dropping crazy other stuff. Battle passes and skins, that's all people should pay for. Shouldn't be buying currency, shouldn't be buying anything else. It should just be those. And if you can make good money off that and succeed, I think everyone's gonna be happy. So yeah, season zero passes half the content, so I think he said it's gonna be like half the price, yeah, priced accordingly. So if a normal season pass probably $10, probably gonna be $5, you know, or 2010, you know. This video of the Superior Iron Man is awesome. We didn't get to see that, I don't think, before. And I had forgotten that they did reveal the bombastic Spider-Man long ago and haven't really referenced him since then. He wasn't available in the beta to play, so you couldn't use that skin. And so I almost thought that they like had taken it out. Maybe they weren't going to use it. Um, but yeah, the way these people talk about the game, they really, you could tell that they want to maintain a good server tick rate, blah blah blah. Regions, I saw they added new language support for multiple other countries, and yeah, they got a server in Oregon, Dallas, and Northern Virginia. Well, great. I'm in, you know, Washington, so there'll be a server right below me. Dallas and Virginia. My rest of ZBP plays in Chicago, so it'll be a little bit slower. So yeah, I mean, that's some great knowledge right there to know that all the other little details of the game is being taken care of as well, right? Okay, so then we have a little more in depth, or well, actually, this is really just a promotion of the map in a new way. So we'll go ahead and look at this. Actually, I don't think I watched this yet. It really is giving that Overwatch map vibe intro. Wow, actually, yeah, the way they're showing it, you really can tell how just detailed it is. I mean, again, if this is the detail they're putting into the maps, like, wow. Yeah, I hadn't watched that. So that's just again over the map we just went through. Okay, so this is kind of getting into the season zero stuff that he just kind of referenced. So I'll go ahead and just read through this, right? So for free-to-play hero battle games, regardless of the specific gameplay and platform, the topic of skins and outfits are integral, right? Skins give players a way to make their characters stand out from those of the others, and of course, they serve as a good monetization opportunity for developers. That's what I'm saying. As long as you make ones that are good, people are gonna buy them. You guys make money. I don't care. Like this Black Panther ice skin, whatever. I don't really care. I don't think it's probably not real. It's probably never been in a comic before, but it looks pretty cool. It's winter time, and some people who like Black Panther probably like that skin. And if they're willing to pay for that, I'm happy to see it in a match. It looks like you guys put a lot of good effort into it. So that's what I'm talking about. As long as the price, quantity, and acquisition method are reasonable. I just said quality. Most players are willing to celebrate them. As a superhero team-based PvP shooter in the Marvel Universe, adding a skin system to Marvel Rivals may be one of the most no-brainer things to do. It really is. It's just variant after variant of great choices and options. This is the Captain America 2099 Imperial Protocol skin. It looks amazing. I don't even know what that is. So, okay, what? They didn't tell us about this skin, and except for in this, I didn't realize that's a Mantis Imperial Protocol skin. And then this must be Black Panther Imperial Protocol. Um, I just realized that's awesome. That's way better than her Guardians of the Galaxy 3 skin. Um, oh yeah, so I guess I just didn't read the whole article, but yeah, so Black Panther, Captain America, and Mantis are all going to be released on the Imperial Protocol, which I believe is going to be part of the Season Zero Battle Pass. I think that's what it's probably going to be called, Season Zero Imperial Protocol. If I have to say that word one more time. Jesus Christ. Okay. So these heroes who were created years, if not decades ago, have seen many evolutions and transformations since their debuts in the original comics, with some even having completely different identities in different universes. That's why it's so great. And that like, you can have so many skins for Spider-Man that are even different Spider-Man if you want, and not have to, take up a character slot, design new abilities for every single variant of a person. Uh, Adjusting their costumes to match with these changes is very important, obviously. The production team worked closely with Marvel Games to modify and create an expansive background story and world that suited the game's team-based PvP gameplay. Yeah, NetEase has said that they have been given full access to Marvel's catalog and everything that they have rights to, up through movies, actors, everything. Like, they are fully able to reach into any aspect of what Marvel is related to at this point. And that leads to some very interesting potential. So, in Marvel Rivals specifically, the production team, which by the way is composed of multiple members of previous Overwatch production team, and with the knowledge of the game that they're making and the people coming from the game that has had its failures and successes, it seems like they're just so well poised to create one of the best, most well rounded versions of a team based competitive game, even if you just took out the shooting. Because I mean, half the character, a lot of characters don't even shoot. I mean, like Spider-Man, you're running around swinging and punching. Yeah, you're shooting some webs, but most of the time you're melee. So it's its own thing. It's so great. Um, so the Imperial Protocol series of original skins are the embodiment of these efforts and will be launched in early December in conjunction with the game's first season, Season Zero. IGN was recently invited to interview Jin Kua, the lead narrative designer of Marvel Rivals. Yes, that's what we just watched. So yeah, they're not related to a comics, but they're designed for the main characters of the season's story and based on its theme. Interesting. So the main characters of the lore, which will be ever expanding, is going to be Mantis, Black Panther, and Captain America. That's really interesting. And if you don't know, again, we can go into depth in some other videos, but the lore so far is basically that I think it's the 1680, 1699 Doctor Doom and the 2099 Doctor Doom have they're not happy with each other. One wants more power and doesn't like the other one. So they're fighting across time and creating alternate realities, time rifts, and all sorts of problems. And like just that alone gives you enough like wiggle room to tell almost any story. So that is a great starting point for them. And then with this narrative being even further revealed that the first protagonist of the furthering storyline of this will be Black Panther, Mantis, and Captain America is really interesting. And they're going to have these cool Imperial Protocol skins. So I would imagine that they're going to deal with the 2099 Doctor Doom first, since they're all technologically advanced. But that's really cool. So in Season Zero, Black Panther has become the monarch of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda, and thus he should have a kingly outfit to match this status. That's the origin of the Galactic Claw. So it's not really ice, it's supposed to be like galactic. That's cool. For Captain America, as we combined his signature bald eagle elements with futuristic technology. If you look on my TikTok and probably back in some of my YouTube shorts, I think I have it in there. We have a video that I released from my Midnight Suns playthrough where one of the Captain America skins is essentially his Imperial Protocol skin, except it's medieval. And like, I just blew my own mind because why would that matter? But well, we got a medieval Doctor Doom in the mix, and if Season Zero is 2099, these three fighting him, what if it's Season One is those three with their 1699 outfits fighting him, and then they start shaking it up with other stuff after that? That could be crazy. That could be very crazy. So as for Mantis, she escaped from the Collector's theme park, and then so they're kind of like okay, and then met the Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Star-Lord's backstory. We explore their experience of repairing the crashed Milano on the planet Clintar, which they went to for a commission they accepted from the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. Well, that's great. You've bound everything together. You got Clintar involved, you know, Nolan, Carnage, and okay, and so maybe that's why he said that. If anyone knows, or watched the old interview back when they did it on Discord, and I think there was an interview shortly after that where they were asked some rapid fire questions. Somebody started asking him like, "Will this person be in the game? Will this person be in the game?" And he was like, "Maybe, yes, possibly," or he didn't say yes, but he was like, "Maybe, no, no, I don't know, or I can't say, or pass, whatever." It was very nonchalant. And then somebody he said Carnage, and then he was like, "Maybe," like yeah, that's what it was. He was saying like pass, 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 and then they say Carnage. He'd be like maybe, and it's like now that we know that the Guardians have crashed on the planet Clintar, we already have Venom, and they've talked about Null. It's like I'm imagining that we might get some other symbiote variants, but personally, I love the Spider-Man people, and I love all the symbiotes. But I don't think that it would be fair to add Carnage in. It's there again, unless I don't know what their cap is for the game. If their cap is going to be 100 characters, then fuck it, yeah, add Carnage. But I assume it's going to be like most other games, similar, which would be like 40 to 50. And the problem with that is they're already starting with 33. So I think they're kind of trying to like blow your expectations out of the water with that. And he did say, somebody asked like what is the limit of how many characters, and he's like we're not sure yet, and then he said less than 100. So I don't know if he was just like, you know, in his head he had 70 and he didn't want to say and then give people false hope, but I don't know. But that's really interesting. So let's get back to this. So once they complete their mission, Mantis receives her own battlesuit, the Imperial Protocol Galactic Wings, which combines her aesthetics with futuristic tech. Of course, our Imperial Protocol series is not just limited to 3 skins. A new hero who is launching later, which was Moon Knight, or is it maybe Hawkeye, and plays a role in the story, will also get one. Oh, so Hawkeye probably gets one too, unless they're dropping this in here for that. But I'm pretty sure Moon Knight was already revealed by the time this article came out. Um, how long will season last? Is there a way to obtain seasonal skins? Yeah, we kind of went over that. So going forward after season 0, seasons will last about 3 months each. That's pretty cool. Um, oh yeah, the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda. It's in the original comics in the 2018. T'Challa sent a team of Wakandans through a temporal anomaly, and they would spend the next 2,000 years establishing a second Wakanda in another galaxy. This Wakanda would become a super empire spanning several galaxies. Several galaxies? This concept inspired us and we expanded upon it. It was said that in the comics that Wakanda's vibranium originated from a vibranium meteorite. That is a starting point. We went on to write how the Wakandans found the source of the meteorite and the vibranium's origin, built a magnificent planetary orbital platform around the Ore Mother's planet, and finally migrated the entire kingdom into space. That's the coolest shit I've read in a long time. That is awesome. Psylocke. Okay, so the outbreak of the time stream entanglement in season 0 caused Chronovium to not only deeply merge with Vibranium Mother's planet, but also affect the heart-shaped herb and Dialia in yet unknown ways. The two leaders of Wakanda, Black Panther and Shuri, differed on their ideas on how to handle the situation, which in turn triggered the dispute in Wakanda. Okay. The third, I didn't even realize they said that. The third category is MCU. That is skins inspired by the movies and TV shows. And TV shows. These designs are made hand in hand with our Marvel Studios partners. You can tell they're so like, it's like, all right, we're gonna twist right into the MCU look, but also slap on a comic accurateness to it. Um, and I think they don't want to take on the actors' likenesses entirely, and so that's why they're not doing that. If you've noticed, like Star Lord doesn't really look like Chris Pratt. Adam Warlock doesn't really look like that kid from the RV movie. That's what I knew him as when I heard he was cast as Adam Warlock. The first category is seasonal skins, Imperial Protocol. Second category is comic classics. We will select some of the most memorable and classic hero costumes in the original comics to make skins. staying as true to comic design as possible. Hulk's Green Scar, Thor's Herald of Thunder, and Doctor Strange's God of Magic are all classic skins based on designs in the comics. I love that. That is perfect. That's all you do. You can honestly get the freedom to do whatever you want as long as you maintain that as a tenet of your skin releases and your rotation, frequency. As long as you're doing that, people will be happy to have extra things outside the comics. And then the third category is MCU. That is skins inspired by the movies and TV shows. These designs are made hand in hand with our Marvel Studios partners. Fourth category is popular themes. Based on market research, we will look for the most popular and enduring classic themes from various mediums such as movies, games, books, and combine them with our characters. For example, the 1872 series focuses on the Western retro steampunk theme. In our early research, we found that players all over the world love this theme. It is pretty cool. I started collecting the steampunk variants in Marvel Snap like a long time ago. So after determining this direction, we searched for irrelevant original comics and then found the setting we were looking for in the 1872 parallel universe, the perfect match for this aesthetic. So we made a whole series of skins with both classic comic and original imagery, the 1872 series. Holy cow, I didn't even realize they had released that information. The last category is the festive holiday skins, some of which can be obtained for free in seasonal stories and major events, and others which can be purchased. So that'll be fun and cool to see what they do with that. Um, Snowfall, wintry concepts for winter, and seasonal relative. That makes sense. Does Marvel Games have any say? We work very closely together. Collaboration is divided into several stages. First stage is planning. Submit the themes, types, corresponding heroes for each season very early in advance. Then Marvel adds commentary, ensuring they're good. Yeah, I mean, that's how you want it to be when you are making something that's beloved and classic and iconic. You want to make sure it goes through layers of people making sure that, hey, this isn't quite right. Groot, his bark should be a little more tan, not that dark, whatever. So I'm glad that they do that. A lot of skin development stuff here. Interesting. And, it's okay to do that as long as you're doing this too. Will there be original skins in the game that have nothing to do with the original comics? Yes, but there will be no skins that deviate from Marvel lore. That's very, it's very good to know because, a lot of times you're worried about, am I gonna feel like this character I love is being abused for, money, especially it's like, oh, here's a, you know, Fortnite skin for, and we'll get into that in a second. But here's, there's a lot of ways you can abuse IP and make people feel like you don't respect it. And just knowing that he's not willing to deviate from Marvel lore is pretty positive. That's pretty great. Um, as we see it, skins are the actual clothing worn by heroes at different times in different universes, so the skins would be the costumes chosen by heroes based on their own background and personality. I like that. So, for example, Luna Snow has relatively few costumes in the comics, so most of her skins are original, but we will also take her characteristics into consideration during the creation process. For example, she is associated with light and dark contrast, so her styling will reflect that duality and asymmetry. She's also an idol and singer, so elements related to music will naturally come into play. These considerations, music, light, and dark contrast, are at the forefront of designing any Luna Snow skins. That's pretty open to just talk about that, and that's cool to know that that is a good example. And it pretty much shuts down my previous theory that they might replace her with Dazzler, but I still think that that would be a better choice. And I mean, you say she doesn't have many skins in the comics, yeah, because you invented her like 5 years ago, and then luckily was working with Marvel at the time, and they were like, "We'll make a comic line for her to further reinforce this new character you're creating." Which is fine. Characters are created all the time, and many of them become beloved. But I just, again, and then if the cap is going to be 100 characters or 80 or 90, I don't care. You can definitely have 3 to 5 characters that I even hate in a game, that as long as 95 are ones that are legitimate. So that was pretty informative. And then I figured this is pretty new if you haven't watched it or seen. So let's just like check out this Hawkeye gameplay again, because he has some crazy abilities, and I'll do a little bit of breakdown of them as we watch here. I know that other people have gotten more into the depths of like what his abilities actually say and do, but we're just going to take it at face value for now and see what it looks like.
We've taken an exclusive dive into Marvel rivals with none other than master marksman Hawkeye. Much
I
like
guess we're
his
not getting
brother
subtitles. That's cool. And here we go.
persona, he wields a bow with unparalleled precision. These aren't just any arrows in his quiver. They're charged projectiles of doom that threaten to annihilate adversaries.
So he definitely does good damage. Like, even without the headshots, he's... I mean, that looked like that was a one-shot headshot on Spider-Man. And it is interesting. You can see he can shoot, yeah, the different kinds of arrows. He's got a jump.
Hawkeye's arsenal is true to the Avenger we all revere, boasting the mightiest base attack strength of all.
Oh, he has the highest base attack strength of all.
Also the most challenging to wield.
Oh, most challenging to wield. Oh, they're gonna make him harder than Spider-Man, huh?
For the steady-handed, sharper shooter in you.
Everyone's gonna want to play him because of that. Damn, though, that Doctor Strange shield.
Which can be switched by the number keys 1 and 2. Piercing arrow is your quintessential charged shot. Press
Piercing arrow, charged shot.
And the character will start
Makes
to jump
sense.
the bow and charge. At the same time, a circle will appear near the crosshairs and shrink rapidly. When it shrinks into a dot, purple electricity will begin to jump on the bow body, reminding the player that the power and attack distance of the bow are at the highest at this time.
That's cool. I like the little animations that let you know how your abilities are working.
Arrow lies in the passive ability Archer's Focus.
Passive ability Archer's Focus.
On your query during the draw, and the charge
Maintaining
surges. Lose alignment and it plummets, demanding precision for that devastating impact. Only when both the upper and lower charging indicators reach the highest level, the arrow will be the most powerful.
Oh my gosh, I see. So when your target is on an enemy, you're trying to fill it up to 100 basically before you shoot, like you're tracking in them. That's pretty cool.
After all, no one will stand still and let you aim. A single full
No one will stand still and let you aim. So you gotta like track it. Oh wow, yeah, that's interesting.
Unexpected close quarters skirmishes. Blast arrow disperses a fan of 3.
Blast arrow disperses a fan.
On proximity threats. Charging influences range, not impact.
That's cool.
This move is more a strategic harasser than a finisher. Even if all 3 arrows hit, they can only cause damage to the same enemy once, making it far less powerful than piercing arrow.
I like that whole line it up and like build it up.
Skill set further expands with 2 bow-centric abilities. His E-key ability unleashes a swift piercing arrow that can double tap foes, piercing through barriers like Doctor Strange's shield.
Nice.
The ultimate, Hunter's Sight, is a game changer. Enemies in Hawkeye's view will leave several motionless after image as they move. Strike these after images to harm the real target.
Interesting. So yeah.
And during this process, Archer's focus will always remain fully charged, leaving foes with no place to hide.
Wow, that is crazy.
Don't overlook Hawkeye's blade. His katana triggers 2 additional abilities.
Oh, and his melee knocks back enemies and can reflect shots.
While Ronin Slash deflects
Ronin Slash.
Blocking all the damage taken, a true lifesaver when timed perfectly. There's no doubt that Hawkeye in actual combat can play a very different role in the team depending on the player's ability. The basic attack.
That's so interesting. You just have to shoot the purple things.
With considerable difficulty. Although Hawkeye has a good backhand.
I'm still not quite sure how it's affecting the damage to everybody. I'd have to read the ability to really understand it, I think, but
to use him is obviously to find an opportunity to avoid the opponent's vanguard and use the powerful charge shot to take out the strategist or healing units in the back.
yeah, I mean that charge shot, if you can line it up on one of those weak backliners, boom, 1-2 shot and you guys are ahead now.
E-key ability leaves no corner, whether behind Doctor Strange's shield or within the recess of a building safe from his assault.
I wasn't expecting to be interested in playing Hawkeye, but I think I might have to give him a go.
Combat. Behemoths like Hawk and Freeman are prime find targets for Archer's focus stacks.
Oh, so yeah, you want to do it on the big guys because you can get it up to 100 and then get the most effect out of your
However,
shots.
shield wielders like Captain America pose a significant threat. Yet, with shielding allies by your side, you are free to rain down havoc from a safe vantage point.
Oh, with
Whether
the
it's
reflect
flanking
projectiles, that could
forces,
be dangerous, yeah,
Hawkeye's
but then you
presence
got
is
him there just in
undeniable in the
case.
fray.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing if Hawkeyes can take out Spider-Mans. That's gonna be tough.
November. Keep your eyes sharp and your arrows sharper.
Oh, you know, did anybody comb this video for a new character? The last couple of days we've been seeing that, or the last couple times we've been seeing that happen. I'm not gonna like go through the whole thing frame by frame, but I just wanted to see a couple shots of like everybody and see if anyone looked weird. Yeah, we saw Hulk, we saw Spider-Man, Black Panther. I feel like in this end part there might be somebody running around.
Behemoths like Hawk and
Jeff,
Phoenix
Doctor
are prime
Strange,
targets for
Hulk.
Archer's focus stacks.
Who that was Star-Lord that flew up there? Maybe? Or Iron Man? Rocket Raccoon and Magic. Jeff.
However, shield wielders
Who was that? That was kind of a quick little over here.
shield wielders. However,
Oh, it's the 666 person who has played both characters who were revealed. Not that. No, I think that's just Bucky. Yeah. And some Jeff. Hulk. Rocket. Doctor Strange. Star-Lord. Must be. Well, Mantis is dead. It would be like them to go hide like Black Widow back there. That's Winter Soldier again. I don't know who that is. That's Black Panther. Oh, they actually found it out one of the times by the death counters in the corner. But you know what? I think they took them out. Oh, no, they didn't. It is still there. I'm sure somebody already did this, so I don't think we need to spend a whole lot of time doing it. But wouldn't it be cool to find it? I haven't heard anything about it. I did hear a lot of people think Black Widow might be the next one, but that's just because it's Hawkeye. All right, we'll move on. Okay, and so one of the most recent things that I have to say I am actually pretty excited about because I hate Fortnite, don't play it, don't really like it, but I respect that it's a successful game with a huge player base. And I do love Marvel and DC and skins, and they got a lot of that. It's so much, and it's just, I won't get into that. However, getting Fortnite players for any reason invested in playing Marvel Rivals just as a boost to the, uh, you know, launch community. You're going to have quicker matches now. They can stress test their servers a little better right away and make sure everything's good. You've already done that twice. They have to complete 10 matches to get a Fortnite glider based on Marvel Rivals. And, I don't know if that looks that cool or if anybody in Fortnite even is going to care. But if it even draws a handful of thousands of players that end up liking the game more and playing it, and being part of this community, I really think that the Rivals community is going to be one of the best out there. Like we're already all so happy and excited to have this game and see how well it's doing for itself. I can't see, I mean, they'll be sure like match toxicity, like come on, whatever. But I don't think the community will ever get toxic. It seems poised to be one of the best gaming communities I've ever seen, or been a part of. And so, I don't think Fortnite holds that level, but like I said, they have a lot of players. They have a lot of people of all everybody plays Fortnite. So, it's not really one specific kind of person. And bringing as many more people to this game's attention as possible is just only good for the future of it. And I'm super excited for that. I can't wait. Um, that's pretty much the most recent thing we have. In about 3.5 hours, we'll have a new reveal of a character for day 12. Most recently, let's go to their Marvel Rivals. So in about 3 hours, 13 minutes, they'll reveal the next person. The last two were Hela and Hawkeye, and with Hela, we were given this beautiful skin. Open link, please, so I can show the fans of the Goddess of Death. And man, this skin is awesome. So it's like it looks like this is based on her original comic appearance in Thor 1966. Let's look it up. I would imagine she looks more like the one we know since that's the more simplistic version of Hela. But or they're just referencing when Hela was, first introduced. Oh, she actually looked kind of crazy. Actually, I'm gonna take myself and sit down real quick. Look at that. It actually is more like than her current one. In fact, all those weird solid horns are like less accurate. That is dope. By the goddess of death. This is exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm looking at here, being able to do, this is all we want in Marvel and superhero games, is to be able to do exactly this. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, oh yeah, it looks like her first one where she had like dark horns must have been sometime later. And this one here, she's got like the solid black horns now. This is number 190. And then this was number 186. Interesting. So within 4 issues, she got those solid black horns added to her. That's pretty cool. And it's like, I don't even, I actually have a couple Thor comics, but I didn't know that. I mean, let me see here. It's like, I got this one. Oh wait, that's just Tor. My bad. If you don't know about Tor, he's pretty cool. Um, Hold on. Let me flip this. Why am I so slow at things? Just hold your goddamn horses. There you go. It's Tor. You know about Tor? Tor's great. No, but I do have some Thor comics, and like, uh, this is from long after that, I'm sure. This is probably from the 80s. Yeah, 89. Oh, wait. Where's that? 69. No, it couldn't be. This is definitely a newer edition. But yeah, I didn't know that she had such a storied and accurate retelling of the. And you could do that through skins. And now I've looked it up. Now I know more about Hela, and that's exactly the cool stuff that I'm talking about. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's basically all the current news. In a couple hours, be sure to check and see. And I'll post a short on who we got that's new or current character skin. Personally, I'm really excited to see the Spider-Man reveal and like what skin they release simultaneously with him. Strangely, they like the day before they started their countdown, they released the Space Vanguard skins for Venom. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do an additional one or if just use that one. Storm is I love the X-Men, right? I want more X-Men in any possible capacity in any way. And the amount of skins that Storm can have that would make me happy is so high. I mean, Punk, the original white suit. The I like the versions I've seen where it's like Street Rebel, where it's like when she was in Egypt and she was just a thief, and then uh I mean, there's you could do her look from the Marvel movies, like Halle Berry's look. You could do uh I do just so many things. All of them I would love to see. So that's great. Uh I don't know who the new next person is going to be. So we've got Hawkeye and Moon Knight. There's going to be a total of 7 reveals because we only had 26 characters when they said there would be 33, 4, 3, 7. So um, we have 5 more new people. Black Widow is a good guess that I'm probably going to not be surprised if she's in there. Um, Wolverine sounds like he's going to be the last one. I can't think of somebody that would be more relevant to be like, oh, they got to team up with Hulk, unless it was like Black Widow, because in the Marvel movies she's got the whole connection with Hulk, and they, have their romance slash friendship or whatever. And especially with this version of Hawkeye bordering on Ronin, if not is Ronin, I think she would be more invested in Hulk than in Hawkeye because of the nature of the storylines going on. Um, Magic, I just happened to see her there. She's like my new current favorite character that I didn't know about recently, and everything I've learned about her is like she's just a cool, awesome Marvel character. Great creation. And that's why, give it time. Luna Snow can still come into play. Problem for me is that she replaces with her entire like idea 2 X-Men. And I love X-Men, remember. Number one. So she just takes the place of Iceman and Dazzler. So now we're almost definitely not going to get Iceman or Dazzler because she does ice and she's a pop star singer that uses energy. So there goes 2 X-Men for a character that has been around for 4 years. And again, I'm not trying to hate on Luna Snow. I actually don't mind her. Like I said, if she stays in the game forever, that's fine. But it bums me out that it just happens to affect my preferred characters in a possibly negative way. And hey, Iceman and Dazzler may still both show up, and if that's true, I will shut the F up and never talk about Luna Snow again. If they drop Iceman and Dazzler at any point, I will literally never speak about Luna Snow. Enough said. Magneto, I really they haven't dropped him yet, right? Oh my gosh, what skin are they gonna get? House of X, House of M. Oh man, what skin for Magneto? Please do like X-Men 97, no helmet with the long gray hair and just that beautiful face and like his muscular body. Oh man, Magneto would be good if they can do a cool skin for him. And so, who else do they have to release still, right? So, they got to do Luna Snow, um, and Magneto. They just did Namor and Penny Parker and Rocket. They got to do Scarlet Witch, Spider Man, Storm. They're kind of saving some bangers for the end here. I just realized. So, when I don't know if the reveals count as their skins, I'm pretty sure they do because they usually come along. But like, they didn't reveal a skin. Oh yeah, they did. The Mister Knight. Oh my gosh, that one's so cool. Uh, Man, his quote for the Mr. Knight skin actually gave me goosebumps the first time I read it. I found like a great sound to put behind it for my short if you watch it here on YouTube or on TikTok. But it says like, all I'm trying to do is stop you as simply and as just go read it. It's just the way you can, if you've seen the show or you like read one Moon Knight comic or think he's cool and just look at him and think he's cool, reading that in his mind's voice is like, damn man, that is what a badass. So okay, with 12 days to go, that means 12 more reveals, but also remember that 5 of those are going to be new characters. So we're only getting, this should be 7 more people to talk about. So Luna Snow, Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Spider Man, Storm, Venom. Did they do Thor? Yeah, they did Thor. He was like one of the early ones. Maybe is my count off a little bit? Because, yeah, we should be getting the 12th reveal. And so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So should we no, 5 is that. So yeah, 7 characters still in the game that need to be revealed. So Luna Snow, Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Spider Man, Storm, Venom. Everyone else has had a skin. So that's 6. So then let's just say they do those in the next 6, right? So that's a 6 days left after the last one of them. Are we getting 8 new characters? I don't think that matters too much. What is more fascinating to me is going to be, like I said, what skin they choose for Storm and Spider Man. And Venom, because like they did the Space Guard. If you haven't seen it, I think I actually have an image of it, uh, right here. Open my file. There it is. They released this the day before the countdown, and what's funny is I posted a video on that day saying, "Hey guys, check out this new Vanguard Venom skin. It's awesome. Love Marvel Rivals. Can't wait." And I just looked up when it came out, and I was like, 34 days till Marvel Rivals. 34 days. What did the Marvel Rivals team do the very next day? 33 days till Marvel Rivals. And I have applied to be a content creator, you guys know, multiple times. I'm doing it for free over here. I don't care. I'll just keep doing it, but give me the access. Be cool too. So I imagine if they do Venom for one of the countdowns, it's gonna be this skin, which is this is so awesome. Um, Man, it's just so cool. I'm still kind of wrapped up on this whole countdown being off thing. I've made a video for every single one, so I can look at this and know exactly all the videos I've made for each character. Um, and I know I haven't done one for Luna Snow, Magneto, Scarlet Witch or Spider-Man, Storm or Venom. But that means that there would be 6 more reveals after that. And we already have 2 new characters. We're only supposed to get 5 more. Maybe the last day there's no reveal. Also, I didn't realize, unfortunately, because I was looking at the time that they listed, I got a 5-day weekend when this game comes out. We're gonna be playing it, streaming it, talking about it, ranked if it's available, game modes, season pass, everything. Um, but I didn't realize it comes out my time at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. I took the Friday and the Monday and the Tuesday off, so I got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to play it. But I'm actually now I work till 5, so I'm not gonna be able to play for like the first 3 hours of the game's launch because I gotta get off work, get home, shower, and get ready. So and that's like our long day at work. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get off early to try to make that on time. So that bums me out a little bit. But I will literally not be playing anything else for the following 5 days consecutively after that. So make sure to be here for that. Make sure to join me. Give me your gamer tag. Let's play. Let's get in a squad. Let's talk about our favorite characters. Let's do some team ups. Let's get in actual game chat. I would love if the community of this game just bypassed all the garbage that's happening in games lately and just had an open chat culture that may be a little aggressive or abrasive at times, but is for the best and for the betterment of the team to have. And nobody should be, you know, harassing or super toxic, of course. And I would hope that within the community, the people on your own team would straighten out that individual if that were to happen and get you guys back aligned to a communicative, way of talking. If and I know that sounds like insanity coming from anyone who plays online video games, but I truly believe it's possible in this game. I really do. More than any other game I've ever played. Um, they just need to allow. I love that they have so much open mic access, and they just needed to tamper down those volume levels from the beta. That was crazy. Um, Maybe just ban PlayStation people from speaking on chat because they don't seem to understand how to use their headsets, and they like to speak through a freaking controller. It's just bias. Sorry, PlayStation fans. Love you too. But I think that the game has potential for a community and to be able to almost like the days of Halo or Call of Duty where you could jump in, jump on a team, maybe you get trash talked a little bit, but then you do something great and you get a kudos and all of a sudden you're all having a great time. It's just let it be. Stop with all the control of people's experience and like I said, without trying to jinx too much, this game, if it just keeps doing what it's doing, is poised to be in that exact same spot. And you don't need to make a point of saying or advertising that, we made our chat in a way that you could theoretically just scream at people and, whatever, and they have to like mute you, whatever. Just see what happens, like let it be the option. Everyone knows that the best way to play an online game against people is to sometimes trash talk. And everyone knows that sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's annoying, but it's also if it's part of the culture, it gets worked out. If you never played Modern Warfare 2, the original when it came out, or Halo 3, you don't understand what it was like. It was like true Wild West America, but with like good people everywhere, good and bad people everywhere. Where you go, you might run across a guy who's on your own team and he kills you in the back and takes your sniper, and you're like, what the hell? And he's like, shut up, queer. And you're like, that's really not the lifestyle I was hoping to hear and live today. But then The next person comes by and is like, hey man, I saw him do that. Here's my sniper. And then takes a frag grenade, jumps off a lift, and throws it at a warthog and dies himself. And that man's a hero now. And this is, you allow for these things, and then that gets worked out. Eventually, the culture either shifts one way or the other, and then you can make a choice if it's going negatively. But you have a game based in goodness and in righteousness, in heroism, in morality, in doing the right thing when no one's looking, in being a hero. If you can't trust your own community that plays that game to have a acceptable level of open conversation online, then the hope for humanity is lost. So, Marvel Rivals, the hope for humanity hinges on your success, both for me and for the world. And with that, we're going to end the stream. Thank you, anyone who came by and watched. Thank you to all of you who watched later. I still have all these videos of Marvel Rivals gameplay I need to get through editing and post. So if you're starving for watching more Rivals footage, I got plenty. I'm going to be posting very soon over the next week or two, obviously before the game launches. So be sure to come back here and check the channel. Be multiple hour-long videos of me and ZVP all playing back in the beta, and then there's going to be so much more once the game launches to come. So in a little bit here, I'll probably jump back on stream on Twitch, or I actually kind of liked this YouTube live. I haven't done this before, so let me know in the comments or in the chat how you guys felt about this. And I can't really tell how it looks to you guys as well as I can tell how it looks to you on Twitch. So I'll have to kind of go over some stuff after I end the stream. But give me your feedback, and then I'll jump on another stream here in a little bit for a special game that I actually did stream it on my Twitch a few days ago, but I had to delete the stream because of a random thing that happened. So I'll be doing a speed run of that same game, a themed stream in which you'll see. Just come by, be here on you. I think I'll do it on YouTube if everything looks good on my end. So have a great day, everybody. Check the Marvel Rivals in a couple hours. Come back here to watch me stream, and make sure you're part of the ZVP subscriber empire for when Marvel